Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Small on the north side as the Orange Star Olaf, we got Cadeor. Small on the south side as the Blue Moon Eagle, we got CompanionTrapezoid. I think that's Trapezoid. It's a little bit diagonal. I apologize about that. Either way, let's get started. Olaf's course is Snow CEO. I'm just going to try to say CEO. Blah. First cast of the day makes me butcher all the words. He is, of course, the CEO of Snow, which is quite important versus Eagle. After all, the Snow effect will greatly reduce the effectiveness of Lightning Drive because it reduces the mobility of ground units, as well as cut air mobility in half, which is very important. So Blizzard does have some emergency utility. Winter Fury is still the go-to, of course. But help deny lightning strikes, blizzards could be utilized. Both sides have gone for a T-copter last turn. And Olaf does go for a recon to reconnoiter the area. You go around 6,000 income, so you could go for a recon himself or save the monies. He does go recon there, different base there, or yeah, base. Obviously there was base and factory mixed up. Factory, of course, was a big structure in the campaign, but of course in Days of Ruin, it was actually, the base was renamed the factory, if I remember correctly, or incorrectly. And we do have double recon for both sides as well, which is interesting. I thought one of them would save up for tanks. So both of them are doing a mirror build, more or less. Olaf has put a tank on the weak side. This is for us the weak side for him, strong side here. Easy travel to the right with 2 bases. Not so easy travel down south with just 1 base. And, ooh, got an Eagle mech. It'll take a turn to get to the port, but likely the Black will make it its way to port, and then he'd go for another unit to be loaded up in it as well. And we've got another tank by Olaf. So, and does go ahead and wipe out the infantry unit there. Very nice. And Eagle does have his comm tower. Next turn, Olaf will has his. And does go infantry there, so we're going to see mech infantry transport up north. The Blackboat's already low in fuel, and interrupts the capture there. Of course, it will be a one-time interrupt. This infantry unit could interrupt it even further, but vision range will be another matter as this one goes down. So Olaf's tank will head down south, will intercept the recons. Recon does take it out, and the infantry there will block the path from this infantry unit there, so no possibility for additional turn for interrupt. We'll get a free shot there, but may not be worth it. After all, he's effectively sacking the infantry unit there, but we'll allow the mech to get into the forest. Infantry, tank, and anti-air, very nice. Strange enough, Olaf has a battle copter for Eagle. Good shots down there. However, this will result in to receive a first strike from this tank here. Does find the infantry unit. Out damning. Olaf will probably go for anti-air this turn. Go which direction? Not sure. Good strikes there. Battlecopter, tank, infantry, and infantry. Looks like he's going to counter battlecopters with battlecopters, which is perfectly fine. Though Eagle's battlecopters have plus 15% attack, plus 10% defense, and will have no fuel consumption as they flap around. There's an infantry unit there. Mech can get a first strike on that recon. Does go first strike on the other recon. Tries machine guns down, and does get a nice pick there. 1 health recons is still pretty useful at doing their job of reconning. Nice little double tap there. And looks like this tank will not receive a first strike there. With our cast ability, we know it would have been safe. But it's probably a good idea he didn't do that, because you never know what's lurking in the woods or in the fog. There could be a triple Neo tank in the fog. Or an ambush war tank, who knows what may happen. A lot of good strikes up there, takes a little mech. Anti-air tank infantry. Olaf has finally gone for anti-air. And Eagle's finally gone for battlecopter. Does interrupt that capture and stop the capture. Tank will strike tank, and tank will strike tank. Anti-air is fast approaching. Anti-air can reach out pretty far and provide coverage for all the tanks except for this 8 health tank. And Olaf can count the number of tiles of where possible anti-airs could be. If he does, he will recognize his tank is vulnerable. After all, he has assumed there's a anti-air of 1 of 2 possible locations. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from there, he has a good idea it's there. If it goes from this base there, then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, if he goes from, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you were to scout out these diagonals, he should be safe enough to find out there's not anti-air in range of everything. But this, if the anti-air was right here, it would be able to range and cover this area. But with our cast vision, we know it's not. He goes for the shot either way. Hard to say if we're not going to make those calculations or not. That's because we can't see his thought process. This is not Dora the Explorer. And then again, he's not shouting it out like the Dora Explorer either. Battlecopter, tank, and recon. Does get a good strike there. Does take out a number of infantry units there. Very nice. Winterfire will be available before Lightning Strike. If that was not the case, then Eagle lost a lot of stuff. Infantry, anti-air, and battlecopter. Right now, Olaf has 3 battlecopters versus Eagle's 3. Takes out the 1 health infantry unit there. Further interrupts the capture and further stops the capture. That strike there from the tank was not great. Now he's next to 2 tanks and a battlecopter. He has to keep his range from this battlecopter so he can counterattack the battlecopter. He does push the battlecopter forward, which is currently appear to be out of vision range, but I think it would have been better to keep the battlecopter slightly back, enough to range this battlecopter if it were to stay in a certain area, but farther back so less likely to be spotted to get the first strike. A lot of good attacks there. Battlecopter, anti-air, recon, infantry. Battlecopter does strike the tank. And a 2 of infantry unit does not interrupt the capture, but the other 2 units will. Anti-air will strike the battlecopter. Winter Fury is likely next turn. Yep, Winter Fury is now available. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. And instead of 121, Olaf starts from 97. So this will greatly change. Down to 95, so evens out. Of course, he does have +10 global. Not to mention, it is his turn. Lots of good strikes there. Good picks there. Tank, infantry, battlecopter, infantry. The black boat is not currently on the seaport there, so I can go ahead and make sure to not get on top of it to not spend monies there. Mech will take out the anti-air, and this now he has lightning strike. And this is probably a good turn for lightning strike. His units are close enough within range to get a double turn going. Barnes battlecopter, but I can understand him trying to wait out the next turn to avoid the snow itself. Over here, he does have a good opportunity to push forward. Will he go for lightning strike? He does not go for lightning strike. He ends turn of 93,000. Olaf starts turn 98. Olaf can nullify, weaken the lightning strike if he gets a lot of damage done. Right now, both flanks seem pretty weak for me for Eagle. The T-Copter will need to get back to the airport to get refueled. Eagle's taking a lot of losses up north. Loses the 1 health infantry unit for Olaf. Battlecopter infantry tank. Anti-air is a good shot there. 1 health tank. Probably should have kept around for scouting. That was a bit of a sack. And tanks have decent vision. Good shot there. Got a bit of resupply from the black boat. Infantry tank battlecopter. Is there a lightning strike? No lightning strike, so he's saving it for one more turn. And Olaf could eye for a blizzard this turn. I actually do believe a blizzard could be useful if he wants to. Well, he can be a bit more aggressive if he goes for a blizzard, allow him to help reduce the lightning strike. T-Copter made its way home, down to 90 fuel. Starting to flip a property, and surrounds infantry unit there. No blizzard. Olaf right now has 126,000 in the field. Blizzard's not available. Not like, oh yeah, then again, Olaf never got his blizzard available in the last turn. He goes for lightning strike, however, he unloaded the T-Copter, so he's going to have to load up his other infantry unit there if he wants to use the T-Copter as a transport. So that may have been a mistake. He could have kept the infantry unit inside of it, then transport it farther forward. Good damage there. It may have been something ingrained after all advanced force by web. You just basically unload your T-Copter, regardless of whether or not you want to stay there or not. So I have a feeling that was a misclick, or a misplay at least. Lightning strike completed, has 98,000 left in the field. Olaf has 989, and a Winter Fury is highly likely this turn. A lot of assets here as well. And that was just all he needed for the Winter Fury. Does take some damage there. We do have a Neo tank deployed on the field. Infantry, battlecopter, anti-air infantry. Recon spots stuff. Tank gets struck. Olaf's turn. He does have 13,000 day-to-day, or what's left in his bank. Olaf has currently 21,000. Eagle has 20,000. Suggests to me it's still a despicable. Yep, this property here is still despicably neutral. Had the battlecopter strike the infantry unit there, I would assume it'd be better to hit one of these battlecopters there. Then again, he's in snow. Maybe he didn't have enough movement range. I always keep on forgetting the fact that the aircraft just can't move in the snow. That may be all he could have ranged. Now think about it. Anti-air recon infantry. Instead of 84, Olaf starts of 98. Does gun down that battlecopter. Does not take out that infantry unit there. Recon, anti-air. Oh, does find the 5 health infantry unit there. Oh, does find the full health infantry down there. Neo tank advancing into the forest. And decides to resupply the Neo tank to get his fuel up and topped off. And whatever scratches ahead from the voyage, or not from the voyage, from the traversing the road. We got a couple tanks in the battle cup there with infantry in reserve. At an end serve 133, Olaf Eagle serve 101 with stated day be up 116, so he's still about a turn behind. Slowly picking off some of these infantry units there. It's been a bit of a slug down south, but this Neo tank has no counter on the field. The closest counter it has is this artillery and the battle copters. So this Neo tank's going to wreak havoc down south. It will force Eagle to be in a full retreat, and he doesn't really have money to counter the Neo tank at the moment as either. Tank infantry, which is a pretty good deployment, barring the fact he's going to be fighting against a Neo tank there. Lots of good strikes there, but there's 8 helping here still in the woods. Neo tank has not advanced forward. Tank infantry, battlecopter infantry. And Neo tank size, say, waited in the woods there. He's trying to keep it sitting, which is understandable. Of course, with our cast vision, we know that he could charge. Battlecopter, tank infantry. Do now have a lightning drive available. If they ever do some modifications to the Eagle, I really wish they would do the dual strike version of lightning drive. Because that'll still be a cartridge, just a different cartridge version of Eagle. I still like seeing all powers and superpowers be useful. In my opinion, there shouldn't really be any bad COs, just better COs, if that makes any sense. So I think all powers and superpowers should have a good usage. Of course, I do understand why people don't want to do balance changes in a game where then you have to start balance changing everything. Battlecopter does go down, hits the infantry unit there. Couple good picks there. Battlecopter, infantry. Battlecopter gets good strike there and hits that one there. Hits that tank there, but the artillery is in great position to hit the Neo tank. So his best possible counter is in range of the Neo tank, which is good. And here is perhaps in range of battlecopter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So this tank should get a strike there. In fact, this could be a turn where Eagle could stabilize the game. If he somehow gets enough funds for a lightning strike, then this artillery can double tap the Neo tank for severe damage. Eagle has a possibility of turning the game around this turn. Not to mention the double tap could help him take out the battlecopter, maybe 2 battlecopters. Hits the Neo tank there. Regular tank hits that guy there. Anti-air can charge forward, hit this guy here. That's the Winter Fury. Good strike there and there. Lightning strike is available. This is the turn for our lightning strike. He has to take out that Neo tank. And with our cast vision, we know the anti-air could also get another kill here. It interrupts the capture, spots a recon there. Hopefully, maybe one of these tanks, the artillery will strike the Neo tank, then the tank will attack the Neo tank here, then the ATR can strike on the this battlecopter after being in vision range. The tank land moves right there. Plus, he does have vision of this tank there, so one of these guys could travel up right there and engage. Anti-airs, how much vision do they have again? He can see that much there. Just replay spotting issues. Here comes a lightning strike. This will help him stabilize the game. Right now, Olaf has 122, Eagle has 115 with 9,000 in the bank. Lots of good hits up north. He's cleaning the house up north entirely. Of course, the Wounded Fury. Moving these backline units forward first. Not a bad idea. We'll spot the Battlecopter. And this regular... I think the one health tank can say he can use the regular tank to strike the regular tank or the anti-air. Goes the recon instead. I don't know about that. Tank, infantry, infantry. I think it would be better to strike the regular tank or the anti-air there. But Olaf, he is in a bit of a pain. Eagle ends turn 123, and he starts off turn with 77. The Winter Fury does call him down to 96. Down south, he's taking a severe beating. Pulls back the Neo tank. ATR strikes that unit there. Pulls back the infantry unit there. He's generally in a retreat down south. Up north, he's just outright crushed. There's nothing left he has up north. The Winter Fury will slow down the capturing of everything. At the mobility of everything as well. Starting to capture 2 properties, and that's it. So Leviathan's gains up north. Infantry T-Copter. Anti-air infantry. Eagle ends turn 105. Olaf starts turn 102. So they're down to day-to-day differences. Eagle has 33 units on the field for 17. Does interrupt that capture. Hits the tank there. ATR strikes Battlecopter. Medium tank straight forward. Tanks as well. Triple infantry unit there. Start capturing some properties up north. Anti-air infantry T-Copter. Battlecopter gets struck there. Battlecopter gets double tapped there. Tank will strike tank rather than anti-air. He can simply surround the anti-air with wounded infantry units there. But he can easily break out the anti-air by having the tank strike the 1 health infantry unit there and then have the anti-air strike the 5 or 6 health Battlecopter. Infantry tank Battlecopter. Infantry tank Battlecopter infantry. Battlecopter infantry tank. Does get a strike there. In range the artillery, however, but at least out of vision range. But the artillery is in range of a tank, as well as the capping infantry unit there. Medium tank push straight forward, gets a good strike on the recon, but gets saved by 2's defense stars. Interrupt that capture even further. Tank infantry. Olaf for now has 22,000 income. Eagle still has 20,000. Make that now equal to 21. Recon, 1 health recon, charge forward, reconnoiter the area. Thanks to that infantry unit there. Tank is still strike anti-air. The Neo tanks are seeing some good amount of repairs. Looks like Eagle's had to pull back up north. Too many anti-airs and a medium tank. He has Battlecopters and 1 tank in reserve, but he needs to take out both those anti-airs or that those Battlecopters push forward. Artillery, infantry, recon. Gun sounder, recon. Looks like Olaf is just repositioning as well. Tank, infantry. And recon Neo-Tank Infantry. Overall, both sides just resetting up the front lines. Neo-Tank heading down south for the winter. Recon Infantry Battlecopter. So, and Neo-Tank's now full health. Eagle's trying to flip that property down. Does see a couple outlying infantry units there, but Eagle's in a seem like ever extremely good position right now. Infantry Battlecopter, leaving a nice amount of funds remaining. Answer of 181 versus 149, so Olaf's about a turn and a half behind, 2 turns. Infantry, tank, battlecopter, infantry. Good hits up north. Battlecopter finish off the E tier. Takes up the T-copter. 2 infantry units could strike and interrupt there with 1 health infantry in it. Does interrupt the capture there by 1 turn. Bomber, infantry. Gotta be careful around Olaf, so snow with that bomber. It won't be a stick in the mud, it'll just be stuck in the winds. Maybe we should have gone with, rather than stick in the mud, it'll be a yoke in the wind. Because I think jets don't think there's any jets that use stick. I think they all use yokes. Battlecopter does get struck. And decides to use 1 infantry unit there to help wound it. Tank will strike the recon, knocks it out. Winter Fury is now available. Fully stops that capture. Head 1 capture progress remains, so gotta fully wipe it out. Both sides rotating around. Infantry, tank, battlecopter, infantry. Oh, got a stealth deployed in the field as well. Both sides eyeing for heavy aircraft. Olaf is advancing, and he's keeping his Winter Fury. He's going to try to attack with the Winter Fury, or at least launch attack and use both the snow and the global damage to stop the lightning strike. We got double flip up north by Eagle. And Eagle right now is 22,000 versus 20,000. And Eagle, he thinks he's going to get the lightning strike this turn. I just realized he even sacked the battlecopter there. He's sacking units in the Neo tank to get extra power charge. And the bomber, of course, is out of range. Is he getting short? Oh no. He is 1,000 less than 1,000 funds away. He's short. That's game ending, isn't it? Winter Fury and attack. You have to dull the counterattack. You must counterattack and dull the lightning strike. Eagle was oh so close. Maybe he rolled too high on some of those sacks, or received low luck rolls, so he took less damage in return. He spots some of these units. Does not spot the bomber yet just yet. We'll have trouble ranging some stuff. Neo tank will be up to 8 health next turn, which could strike the Neo tank. The bomber can advance forward with its lightning strike, but slowly. Up north, Olaf has nothing. Eagle Harry now has 137 versus 162 of state of the day. He is still behind, but only slightly. Bomber's push way forward. He's going to go for lightning strike. Neo-Tank will strike Neo-Tank, and that damage was a lot less than expected. And it took a bit more damage than I expected as well. Gotta neutralize those anti-airs, let the bomber have more free reign. There's 3 anti-airs he sees down south. Tank recon. Here comes the lightning strike. Of course, he will not be able to capture properties with that. Takes out the anti-air there with the bomber. Probably a good call. Allows this battle to keep his other stuff alive. His anti-air is a little bit body blocked by this infantry unit there. I wonder him placing the infantry unit there was a bad call. Up north, he has pretty much full terrain, full presence. Eagle ends have 149. Olaf has 130, 13. Eagle's going to lose a lot of assets down south, but he has full field control up north. I have no idea who's going to win this game still. It feels like Eagle's going to take a big pound in this turn. He will not get any power charge as well. Cells right there. Decides to resupply it while at it. Not a bad idea. Bomber does go down. All that escorting tanks looks like they'll be knocked out while his battlecopter take out the battlecopter. He machine guns the Neo-Tank a little bit. Recon battlecopter tank infantry. Ends turn 127. Eagle starts turn 116 with 15,000 banks. Is at 130. They're still day-to-day even. But a lot of these properties are going to be fully captured this turn, isn't it? Or I can't highlight that one. Yeah. Looks like 3 properties this turn will be fully captured, which is massive. That will probably help Eagle win the game. Good strikes there. Blizzard's now available. Looks like this one's not, didn't have any capture progress. He's flipping this one. This one will be fully captured. ATR tank infantry. Instead of 129, all starts to 98. Neo tank gets hit. Does hit the battlecopter there. Tank will not take out a Neo tank. Battlecopter will not take out a Neo tank, but does not go down as well. T-cop or stealth, I think, should have been a bit more aggressive. Hasn't been spotted yet. Battlecopter gets trapped by 1 HP infantry unit there, which is quite devastating. Means he's going to receive a first strike from the 8th health battlecopter. And Olaf has resigned. That game was far closer than I actually expected. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.